Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer and welcome to your daily silver stacking video. Thank you for tuning in. This is one of those videos that I hope every single silver stacker gets to see. It's that special, it's that informational. It's going to be a good one, so make sure you hit that like button. You definitely want to be subscribed because I am doing my 50,000 subscriber silver giveaway. Now, why this video is so special is because we're going to be visualizing the global silver supply chain, looking at all the ins, the outs, all of it. But not only that, I'm going to be showing a chart of literally what year we will run out of each metal. Silver, gold, all of it. We will literally be able to see how much is left for me. And that's what it's titled. So it's going to be a very educational video. Everyone needs to see this. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you leave a nice comment. It helps the YouTube algorithm promote this video. Share it on Wall Street Silver or the Silver Forum or your friends on Facebook. Please help this video do good because it deserves it. I want this video to get 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes. I know we can do it. If you like this video right now, we will hit it, right? It's the people that think, oh, one, you know, I won't, if I don't like it, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Please like the video. Please leave a comment, even if you just put a thumbs up or something. It would really help. Also, I'm not only doing a 50,000 subscriber giveaway, which is coming soon, I'm also doing a second giveaway. GSX, which is gold secured currency. It's a crypto backed by physical gold. They dig the gold out of the ground themselves. They have gold mines all over the world. They show their geological reports. I mean, they're on Coinbase. They show the roadmap. Very, very, very revolutionary company. The coins are like 4 cents. If you click the link in the description and buy GSX, I think you have like a $2 minimum or whatever. Take a screenshot and email me silverfiend21@gmail.com, and I will also enter you into a sweepstakes, and I'm going to be giving away some silver to some of the supporters, and that's just a way to branch out because I do want you guys to diversify your portfolio. So yes, I'm technically doing 2 giveaways right now. So make sure you're entered, and make sure if you're subscribed, click the bell. But not only click the bell, click all, because if not, you won't get notified to every one of my videos and you might miss the entry video. So make sure you click all. If you click the bell, that doesn't mean you get notified for all of them. You have to literally click the bell, scroll all the way to the top and click all notifications. A lot of people don't know that. So anyways, the link to these 2 articles will be in the description. I haven't really dug into these too much. I wanted to, I guess, experience this information with you to make it more raw and real. I'm super excited, as you can tell. Let's just jump into it. So, visualizing silver's global supply chain. Silver is versatile as it gets. I mean, with applications in several industries, right? Nothing is like silver. Nothing is even close. I mean, especially since silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity, electricity, and even light sensitivity. It's the #1. The world needs a stable supply of silver for the silver-intensive future that lies ahead. This new digital era, think of like a sci-fi movie in like, a couple decades, flying cars, skyscrapers, and electric. I mean, that's all going to require silver, and we're already short on it. So, and think about that. The U.S. Mint having a hard time coming up with 13 million ounces, right? The American Eagles minted around 13 million ounces per year. The U.S. Mint had to make a limited supply of Eagles, which is only 13 million ounces when the demand is nearly 1 billion ounces per year. Think about that. So here's the top 20 producers, and I can already name the top 4: Mexico, Peru, Chile, and usually Australia. And I haven't even looked at the graph yet. I'm just going to throw that off the top of my head. Let's see how accurate I am. So while silver miners operate across the globe, the majority of production occurs in a few regions. And actually, Mexico and Peru, before I look at this, they accumulate nearly 40% of the global silver production themselves, those 2 countries alone. And they got hit hard from the virus, and that also messed up a lot of supply disruptions, plus, the borders and the boundaries. It was a crap show. But anyways, while while major trade flows of silver ores and concentrations, and this is in 2019. So origin, and then it goes to the destination. So this is where it starts from, and then you'll see where it goes to. So you can see Mexico, like I was saying, Mexico, Peru, Chile, like I was saying. So these are the top producers. Mexico hosts 9 of the 30 largest silver mines in the world. Peru has 109 million ounces. Chile, 47 million ounces. Argentina, looks like those are some of the top. You also have Australia, which is 43 million ounces. So yeah, Mexico, Peru, Chile, Australia. I mean, those are the top guys. Even the U.S. is, or that's not the U.S. So yeah, Mexico. And then it goes over a lot. All of it goes to China. Actually, if you look at this chart, it's pretty funny. All of it goes to China. But anyways, 50% of the global silver production comes from South and Central America. Like I was saying, silver supply chain spans all 4 hemispheres. But how secure is this supply? That's the $1,000,000 question. So, the sustainability of silver's supply. So this is kind of what I was talking about. Mexico, Chile, Peru, Argentina, Brazil. Mexico and Chile and Peru alone, that's the majority, right? The concentration of silver production in South and Central America puts it at risk of disruptions that can rattle entire industries, which it did. So Mexico's 55, Chile 49, Peru 42, and Argentina's 28. And then you can see this virus-related mine closure in Peru, Argentina, and Mexico led to 46 million ounce decline in 2020 relative to 2019. I mean, that was bad. I remember making videos about that. Some of the countries that got hit the hardest were the ones that produced the most silver. So silver production is not only concentrated in regions with many conflicts, but it also depends on the supply of other metals. And that's because it's a byproduct. Silver isn't found on purpose. They find silver by accident. They're looking for lead, zinc, like it says right here. They're looking for lead, zinc, gold, copper. If they find some silver, they'll take it, but they're not looking for it. So in 2020, only 27% of silver production came from primary silver mines. The rest was a byproduct of other metals. In addition, the world's biggest silver mines are aging, 29 years old, average age of a top 10 silver mines. I mean, that's crazy. And that's the Fresnillo mine, which started in 1554. I mean, that's insane, right? And existing mines deplete. Regions that are stable and offer primary silver production will provide a secure supply of silver, but where? And that's kind of what leads into this thing I've been talking about over the last couple of months is something's going to have to change. If there's already a silver shortage and we're going to be needing more and more and more silver for electric vehicles, solar panels, where's it going to come from? I mean, we never think about that part. We always think, oh yeah, $100 silver because there's going to be a silver shortage. But then what? What? Are we just going to stop making electric vehicles? The newest, latest iPhone, the newest, latest Tesla is not going to come out? What, the Green New Deal? What's going to happen? They're going to have to find the silver from somewhere. Whether they kick in your front door, whether they go to your safety deposit box, whether they find that 2-foot hole that's dug in your backyard, they're going to find it somewhere, or they can look elsewhere. Where, though, Silver Slayer? The sky, space mining. There's an asteroid called Psyche 12 right now, or Psyche 16 actually, that's headed towards Earth that will be arriving in 2026. It has over $500 quintillion worth of precious metals, and NASA is looking to learn how to mine this thing. Now I made a whole docu-series on this if you want to check it out, like a 3-part video. It's very in-depth. In 2022, they're launching a satellite out to check out the asteroid, and by 2026, when it comes into the Earth's atmosphere, they're going to try to mine this thing. Now, is it possible? Highly unlikely, but if they did, they said that gold would be just as common as a rock you find outside. It would kill gold and silver prices completely. Gold would be used as nothing. I mean, it would be worthless. But is space mining possible this soon? I don't think so. Nevada is known as the silver state, and also on a side note of that, not only space mining, but also learning to innovate how to mine silver out of the ground in the Earth's crust, right? I mean, something has to change. Whether they learn how to be more effective or innovative, something has to change because silver's already rare. I mean, silver's more rare than gold if you think about it. Most silver's thrown away. Most gold is going to stay recycled because it's profitable and it's used for jewelry and bars so that, yeah, people pawn it. It gets melted back into more watches and earrings. Silver, though, it's thrown away. So Nevada is known as the silver state for its rich history of silver mining. Today, it's the second largest silver producing state in the U.S. So Nevada offers several advantages for mining companies, from friendly policies to infrastructure availability. Politically stable and mining friendly, world's top mining jurisdiction for investment attractiveness, access to infrastructure, extensive transportation networks, economic significance, and besides just these advantages, Nevada also has the right place to look for silver. So they're looking at this Tonopah, Nevada's silver primary district, which I guess has a lot of gold and silver, and it's looking like they're producing 192 million ounces over its lifetime, which doesn't seem like a lot when we're talking about, silver demand being, 900 billion ounces, or 900 million ounces last year alone. And on the COMEX, it was around a billion ounces, which is just crazy to think about. But you can see right here, it shows all of it. And that's the gold to silver ratio at 100 to 1. The historical silver production, 174 million ounces. During peak production, 11 million ounces per year. So, as industries grow, the world would need more silver for the future. With a rich history, prolific silver production, and potential for discovery, Nevada could be the frontier of sustainable silver mining. So I'm thinking, if they are going to learn how to innovate and figure out a way to produce silver out of the Earth's crust, Nevada would be the way to go. But they're also looking towards space. And when I first covered that, I thought it was more of like a theory, like, that asteroid, no, there's a serious team already building a satellite to send in space in 2022 to look at this thing. Like, there's people that are hired to specifically work on this. It's not just a theory. It's not just like a long shot. Like, they're serious about that. I highly recommend you go watch that 3-part docuseries I did on that, because it was insane. It was insane. I found out a lot more information than I thought I would. I did a lot of digging. If you guys don't know me on this channel, I dissect each topic. If I'm going to talk about something, I sometimes literally will spend hours going through hundreds of articles and picking out the most important ones. That's what I do, right? I mean, I can show you right now. I have a couple different sites I use, and this is one of them. You see how it says today's the 17th. Well, so they stopped posting on the weekend. So this was the 15th. So all these articles were written on Friday. I go through every single one of these and pick one or two of the top ones. And this is all the 14th. So in 2 days, basically, all these articles were written about silver. And I will go through every single one, and I will pick out the most relevant ones you need to know. But I also have another one that I also go through showing the most read, the latest news of gold and silver prices on a daily basis. So you'll never miss anything on this channel. I will always update you on the latest information. And I can guarantee that. So, anyways, on that note, let's go back. So now they're talking about this visualizing the global silver supply chain. So although silver is widely known as a precious metal, its industrial uses accounted for more than 50% of silver demand in 2020. Right? It's an industrial metal. Yes, it's a monetary metal, but it's also an industrial metal. I call it the best of both worlds. Whether the economy is in good or bad shape, silver is going to benefit. Gold only when things are going bad. So from jewelry to electronics, various industries utilize silver's high conductivity. I mean, its aesthetic appeal and other properties in different ways. With the adoption of electric vehicles, 5G towers, solar panels, the world is embracing more technologies to rely on silver, and it's only going to get bigger. We're going to need more and more and more silver, but there's less and less of it. Investing 101, low supply, high demand shoots the price up. But behind all this silver are companies that mine and refine the precious metal before it reaches other industries. And we're talking about the above infographic from BlackRock Silver outlines silver's global supply chain and brings future silver supply into the spotlight. So this is going to be fun to look at, especially with this second article where we're literally going to be looking at what year we run out of silver and gold. I can't wait to go over that one because I have looked at that one before. Very interesting. But yeah, so let's look at this. So here's and I could actually do more. I could do the top 100 entries, but we'll just do the top 10 entries. So although silver miner, and these are the top 20 countries for silver mining. So although silver miners operate in many countries across the globe, the majority of silver comes from a few regions. So Mexico, Peru, China, Chile, Australia. Those are the ones I always talk about. If I'm making a video and I'm throwing out off the top of my head, which I do most of the time, I hope you guys believe me because when I say something, I don't just say it. You know, I've been making videos for 5-6 years on here. I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not saying that to be cocky. Like when I talk about Mexico, Peru, Chile, Australia, top producers, I mean that because that's what it is. A lot of times people think I'm just talking out of my butt, but no, like, you know, I've researched a lot for several years. I started this channel in 2015. So especially when you make daily videos, you just pick up stuff. So anyway, so yeah, Mexico, Peru, China, Chile, Australia. Those are the top ones that, and you could see that's why I say those ones, because besides that, it's, I mean, you know, it's still pretty substantial, but nothing like Mexico and Peru and China. So you can see the 2020 production, millions of ounces. So Mexico, 178 million, and that's 22% of the total supply. Peru, 14%, and China, 13%. So Mexico, Peru, and China, I mean, those three countries alone are half of all of it. I mean, it's very important that these ones, and China is mainly because of that getting imported though. Remember that chart we showed? It's getting dug up over here, then it's going to China, right? So that's why when I say Mexico and Peru, those two accumulate nearly 40% of the global silver supply. Because a lot of times I'll say Mexico, Peru, and Chile, or I'll say Mexico and Peru alone, and people right now could say, well, you never included China. Well, China, that's where it's getting imported. But yeah, I mean, regardless, you know, these are the top 10, and I just, and even right here, it says Mexico, Peru, China, top three producers combined just over 50% of global silver production in 2020. South and Central American countries, including Mexico and Peru, produced around 390 million ounces, roughly half of the 784 million ounces mined globally. Like I was saying, Mexico and Peru. See, when I say this stuff in my videos, guys, like, I'm not making it up. You know, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm a very humble person. It's just, you know, if I say something on this channel, it's because I mean it. You can fact check me on anything I say, And if I am wrong, call me out. And it's usually I'm wrong because these videos aren't scripted. I literally just go off the spot. As I'm talking right now, I'm reading this information and I'm just throwing out points off of my head that I add context to. So, silver currency backed by China's entire economy at one point in history. Today, China is not only the third largest silver producer, but also the third largest consumer of silver jewelry. And we also have to think about the religious aspect. Like in India, a lot of silver is used from religious practices as well that a lot of people don't think about, or the medical world, right? We have colloidal silver. It's used in medical wall paint. I mean, dental alloys. Silver is used for everything. I mean, it has antimicrobial properties. Back in the day, they thought silver was magical because you could drop a piece of silver in milk. It will keep the milk fresh longer. the way that silver, or it could purify water because of its antimicrobial properties. The way silver responded with other elements was like nothing else. So back in the day, they actually thought silver was more valuable than gold. They thought silver was magic. So Poland is one of the 3 European countries in the mix. More than 99% of Poland's silver comes from the KGHM Polska mine, the world's largest silver mining operation. So the sustainability of silver supply chain. So the mining industry can often be subject to political crossfire in jurisdictions that aren't safe or politically stable. Mexico, Chile, Peru, 3 of the top 5 silver producing nations, have the highest number of mining conflicts in Latin America. And you could see just how this could get ugly and how fast it could. I mean, not every state, not every country works like the United States. These jurisdictions that are unstable, or they say politically unstable, this could cause a lot of disruptions. And silver literally makes the world go round. So we're talking about serious stuff here. The other 73% is byproduct of mining for other metals like copper, zinc, and gold. And like I say in all my videos, copper, zinc, gold. I also say lead as well. See, like when I say that stuff, I'm not making it up, right? These are actual facts. So as the industrial demand for silver rises, primary sources of silver in stable jurisdictions will become more valuable. And Nevada is one such jurisdiction, right? I mean, Nevada is definitely going to be the place if they're trying to innovate, mining, especially in the Earth's crust, if they're looking for silver. Where the Topana district is a 100-to-1 silver to gold ratio. It also boasts 174 million ounces of historical silver production under its belt, and that's between 1900 and 1950. It produced high-grade silver with an average grade of 1,384 grams per ton. And today, Nevada is the second largest silver producing state in the U.S. So, and Black Rock is the number 1. So, yeah, I thought this was a very cool article. I love how it actually showed this as well. I really like this graph where's it at? Right up here, where you can just kind of visualize across the world what's happening, where it's going, where it's coming from. But also this is interesting. Primary silver, and then, like I said, lead, zinc. Like even down here, it didn't mention lead, but I said lead, and right here it does say lead. So guys, when I'm talking about this stuff, when I say gold, lead, zinc, copper, I'm not just making this stuff up. It's because I've covered so many articles and so much information. I just know. I don't want to sound like a know-it-all. A lot of you probably know a lot more than I do. I'm just trying to make a point that, when you're listening to me, I know what I'm talking about, right? So you can hopefully trust me to some extent. You can always fact check me, and I always tell you guys to do your own research and do your homework. But you don't always have to be skeptical. You can trust that when I say something, it's 9 times out of 10 going to be accurate. And if it's not, it's usually by mistake, or I won't talk about it. I don't talk about stuff that I don't know. And I'll admit that I don't know charts. I want to learn charts. I want to learn how to read charts, but I don't know that yet. So I don't try to throw my 2 cents into charts. I'll just show the video like I do a lot of times. If they're talking about charts, I'll play the video on the screen, or I'll cover what they're talking about. So anyways, here's a forecast of when we will run out of each metal. I mean, how beautiful is that? This is just how much this is it, right? This is the $1 million question. And this is born in 2010. How much silver is left for me? This is interesting. Very interesting to look at. So we have energy, metals used in renewable energy solutions, and other industrial metals, which is, the gold, silver, copper, zinc. So if you guys want to look at all of this, I'll post a link in the description, but I really want to focus down here in the red. So silver, it's looking like we'll be running out of silver around 2032, 33. And that's very scary because most see the premiums on these physical coins are so high because silver's scarce, because it's scarce. There's not crazy premiums on gold coins right now because gold isn't that scarce. But silver is scarce. And if you look at right here, it even says gold production is declining, but its graph is still above 2040. But the production is declining. It's getting harder to find gold and silver. So you can see silver still is the lowest. Well, I guess zinc is, but when we're looking at what would I say? The recycling factor, since most silver's thrown away and moving forwards, the reason that silver is so valuable hasn't even started yet. 2023, 24, that's when the Green New Deal, the 5G towers, electric vehicles are going to be in full effect. Every single automobile company by the year 2030 is going to be an electric vehicle. And that's something else you can fact check me on. The latest one I just heard is Volvo on the radio. And you got to think about this. Even if the car company doesn't want to go electric, if they want sales, they have to, because if they don't go electric, everyone is going to say, oh, they don't care about the earth. They don't care about, pollution. They don't care about, and they'll get bashed. So, I mean, and that's a real fact that there might be some that are going to be rebellious, but every car company by the year 2030 is going to be an electric vehicle. That's a lot. That's a lot of silver needed. Not only that, but also 5G towers and the Green New Deal, which is a global, that's a global project as well. And that's not until 2023, 24. So we're already, when we're getting to here, that's when supply is going to be the lowest. So if you think premiums are high now, just think about in a couple of years. A lot of people were saying, oh, silver's never going to hit $50 in 2021. Well, guess what? It already is. Not spot price, but if you want to go on Amazon and buy an ounce of silver in American Eagle, it's $50. Isn't that crazy to think about? I mean, think about how crazy that is. $50 silver is here. It's just not in the way that we thought it would be. It's just not the way we thought it would be. If you were a man walking down the road and you had an American Eagle in your hand and someone asked you how much did you pay for that coin and you told them $50, how much do you think that man that asked the question is going to think that coin is worth? $50. But if you told him, well, it's $50, but spot price is $23, in his mind, he's still going to think that silver coin's worth $50, right? Spot price is essentially irrelevant when we're talking about the physical metal. So yes, people that predicted $50 silver in 2021 are technically correct, even though spot price isn't even half of that. And that's just something you got to think about. And where to find the leftovers? Now, this is interesting. So looks like silver is that a little darker or a little lighter than zinc. So this is silver right here. So North America, a lot of silver in Central and South America. Obviously, like the last graph showed, that's where all the silver is coming from, and it's going over to China. But yeah, you're not going to see much silver anywhere else. Most of it is coming from South and Central America. So a forecast one will run out of each metal. It's talking about reserves. And this is actually interesting, the context of that graph. We definitely need to go over. So here's one interpretation of when we'll run out of each metal or energy source. And while the technicalities of some of this information can be debated, I think the general theme runs the same. There's a limited supply of these commodities. And if there are no discoveries, no price changes, or no changes in consumption, we are running out relatively soon. In my opinion, there are two ways that are always worth considering when looking at something like this, and that one is the reserves, and that's engineering number that are based on economic viability. Technically speaking, there are small concentrations of gold everywhere. It's just not usually viable to mine 0.1 gram of gold when we will run out of each mineral in this chart based on current reserves and prices. If gold price doubles, and suddenly it is economic to mine more. And that's also why silver's found as a byproduct, because if you were a mining company trying to keep the lights on and get your paycheck, would you rather look for something that's $23 or something that's 70 times more valuable for the same ounce from a 1 ounce ratio? If you're looking, I mean, if you're trying to dig up an ounce, would you look for something that's 70 times cheaper or 70 times more valuable? Obviously, you're going to look for gold more than silver because that's where the money is. Why would they look for silver? It's so cheap. Number two, and that's even though they know we need silver more than gold, it's a paycheck. It's all about money. We need silver way more than gold, but it's about money. This chart is a reminder that something has to give. Either prices are going to have to go up or new amazing discoveries have to be made to keep prices down. Like I was saying, space mining or more innovative, discoveries in Nevada. So it's basic economics. And either way, it seems that there are many opportunities in the mining industry for investors and speculators on both fronts. So, I mean, what a great 2 articles. I mean, you can't really get much better than this, ladies and gentlemen. We literally see when we will run out of silver, and we're visualizing it. We get to visualize where it's coming from, where it's going to, and the top producers. I mean, that's why I think this video is so special. That's why I hope this video does so good. And if you haven't liked the video yet, now can you please like it, since you can see how important this information is to get out to other stackers. I'm not telling you guys to like the video and leave a nice comment just for my channel to get more views. I truly, genuinely want silver stackers to see this, to know this information. I think it's important, especially the people that try to say, oh, the silver shortage is more of a conspiracy. It's real. It's real. Numbers don't lie, right? I mean, we're looking at all of this right in front of us. It's real. It's happening, and something's going to happen soon. And we're talking about in the next couple of years. I wouldn't be planning on selling your silver for anything earlier than the next 10 years, because in 3-4 years is when everything's going to be starting to kick full in gear. It hasn't even, this is still the pregame. This is still the pregame, ladies and gentlemen. And the premiums are already crazy, are already double. Just think about it. When we're talking about $100 silver, it might not mean spot price is $100. That might just mean how much to buy a physical ounce of silver is $100. And that's why $100 silver in a couple of years is so realistic. It's not the spot price, but it's what you'll have to pay for an ounce of silver. And when you look at it that way, $100 silver by next year or 2 years seems almost probable, right? Most people would call us crazy for saying that, but that's because they're thinking about it from the wrong perspective. Spot price is irrelevant. No matter who says that 1 ounce coin is worth what is irrelevant, because the value is the coin inside of it, not the spot price attached to it. And if the person that's buying it has to pay that price, that's the price regardless of the digit on the screen saying what it is. So yeah, the link to these 2 articles will be in the description. If you want a chance to win some silver, make sure you're subscribed. Click the bell, but click all so you'll get notified for all of my videos and the entry video, because if you don't, you'll probably miss the entry video. And you also want to check out GSX, a gold secured currency. Absolutely the most revolutionary company in the world right now. What they're doing is insane. It's a lot more than just, what I said. I mean, yes, they showed the geological reports of all of their mining sites. They show the mineral deposits, all that stuff, but it really is the most revolutionary company doing big things. The coins are 4 cents. By year 3, they're predicting it could be up to $1. And especially since the gold and the copper and the tantalum and nickel they dig up is asset backed, which will also go with the price as well. And it pays yearly dividends. I mean, it's something that's much bigger than even just what I said. I wrote a very long description about GSX in my description if you want to know more about it. But I definitely recommend clicking the link in the description. If you buy it, then screenshot it, send me an email to silverfiends21@gmail.com, and I will post you into an entry type thing. And I can't call it a giveaway, but it will be like a sweepstakes where I will be giving some silver away to people that are diversifying into it. I can't literally call it a giveaway, but it basically kind of is a giveaway because I'll be picking some people that are investing into it or showing me that they're investing into it, and I will be giving silver away to them. But for legal reasons, I can't call it a giveaway. So it's not a giveaway. It's just me supporting other people that are reaching out and diversifying into new areas, because I do think diversification is key. And since it's backed by physical gold, it still represents what I believe on this channel. It's not like Dogecoin, it's just a meme. This coin is actually doing something. It's doing something. And I mean, they're even going to open a 24/7 live feed at the mine and even a visitor center, so you can go and check out the mine and you can watch. I mean, it's just it's beautiful. It's a genius project. They've been doing every single thing they said they were going to do so far. I mean, they've opened Stratus, which was like a Facebook / Amazon marketplace / crypto exchange. They did that. Everything they've said, they showed the geological reports of their mining sites, where each mine is. They've showed the results. They've done everything so far. Every single thing they said they were going to do, they've done so far. And you can even see on the roadmap. And I mean, it's just, it's a beautiful thing, and I'm excited for it. So, Bitcoin, GSX, and silver are my 3 investments right now. If you guys wanted to know, I love sharing my investments, and I hope you guys branch out and diversify as well. The link is in the description to GSX. But also, I'm really curious what you think about this video. I mean, these 2 articles. I love when you guys participate, right? I love when you all participate and share your thoughts. I love that. I want this video to be a discussion. I want you guys to be talking to each other in the comment section, but be respectful. Not everyone has to have the same opinion or the same viewpoint. Even if I say something you don't agree with, that's okay, right? But we all have the same passion. We're all on the same team. But just because I say something and you have a different point doesn't mean that we have to bash each other, right? We're not little kids here. This isn't middle school bullying, like it's all about learning. And if you make a good point, then maybe I'll learn something from it. But if you're just bashing me, I won't learn anything from it. So let's be respectful and be respectful to each other. Hopefully we can get through that. And I hate when there's negativity. I hate when people, just have to throw mean stuff out, because we all have the same passion. We should all be on the same team. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Please like the video. Please leave a comment, share it. It will help this video do a lot better. I want this video to get 1,000 likes. It definitely deserves it. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.